Hey, good afternoon. Michael Wynn, Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. And today, guys, I am fired up. Over the last 7 days, business days, I've met with a couple of clients and a couple of potential clients, and a theme keeps coming up over and over. And so I don't have any notes today. I don't have anything, but there seem to be some themes that keep themes. The same thing keeps coming up over and over again, and that is that I'm getting the feedback that Facebook advertising is not working. And again, that's more from clients that we're not currently working with. But I mean, here is the problem. I think that as marketers, we are descendants of the TV generation, right? The TV generation, the radio generation, the newspaper generation was all predicated upon creating this perfect piece of content that would reach the masses, that would hit our target audience and cause them to take action. And we spent a lot of time and a lot of creative, storyboarding and visualizing and conceptualizing and reviewing and editing, copying, writing. And finally, we got this perfect piece of content that we determined best would resonate with our target audience and would best represent our target, our product and or services. And we would buy media. And we were strategic about the media. We would choose the right, programming or, venue or format or readers that would, really represent the kinds of people that we wanted to reach. So again, but we were using this single piece of content. That, my friends, is where the shift has taken place, because we no longer live in a TV commercial world. We live in a real world, Game of Thrones, binge watching, series watching, character development, story driven environment. And so when we become better storytellers, and when we begin to understand that the one size fits all doesn't work anymore, and the conversion rates on that are in the toilet, then we can start to actually being productive and actually getting the results. So, I mean, here's the question. If your marketing's not working, if you're trying to push out the same content or concept or call to action that you did in 2016, guys, you got to change. It's 2019, and we all consume content, and our attention gravitates towards our preferences, right? We have our channel set up the way we want to watch content. Netflix already shows us, here's shows that you're going to like based on your behavior. And they put in shows, so like shows that are on my channel and my recommended list are not the shows that are recommended on your list. Like, I love crime shows, I love mystery shows, I love thriller shows. Comedy, okay, I don't watch a whole lot of that. I like the crime drama, that kind of stuff. And so I react and I respond to different content compared to you. And so that's the same way. So with the digital platforms that are available today, and specifically with Facebook, your creative should be contextualized to your audiences, right? So if I want to reach someone who is in, Austin, Texas, and I also have people who are in Dallas, Texas, or Houston, Texas, why wouldn't your creative or your video say, hey, Austin, Texas, we're serving this, or we're providing this service directly to you? Why wouldn't your call to action and creative be localized, be contextualized to your user, not only based on your geographics and demographics, but also interest and behavior? So that's a fundamental shift that we've not been able to really leverage when we came from TV world and commercial land as marketers, as advertisers. And so that's where we've got to make the shift. And it's almost like, it would be like if you were trying to reach a group in, say, Sarasota, Florida, and literally your creative said, hey, we're so glad you're thinking about buying a pocket watch. We have stores in Raleigh, North Carolina, and you're showing an ad to someone who lives in Sarasota, Florida. They're going to be like, why are they showing me this ad? There's not even a store here. Perfect example right now. I see ads on TV all the time for Jiffy Lube. There's no Jiffy Lubes in Tallahassee. Why are you showing those ads? Huge waste of spend, right? You should go to Super Lube, duh. Like, that's where you want to go to get your oil changed. If you're in Tallahassee, you get in and out in 22 minutes. It's fantastic. But again, it really boils down to contextualizing your message, your creative, and your ad set, based on those channels. I mean, and if you're doing Google AdWords and pay-per-click and you've noticed, man, we're not really getting the results. Guys, you're probably running the same creative for like 100 100 different keywords. No, you should be segmenting that out into like 10 or 15 groups, right? So that you can really get contextual on that person that's seeing your ad. I cannot illustrate this enough. And I think right now in 2019, if there's anything as a marketer, as a creative, like the word needs to be scale and volume. You need to be cranking out hundreds of pieces of content across multiple platforms. The internet is the greatest thing of all time right now. We live in a world of untapped potential, and we're trying to squeak by on this one thing. Here's the thing, you know what? Going back to Facebook, this is the other thing that really just blows my mind. People think that if your Facebook page has a lot of followers, like you're going to do really well. Guess what, guys? It doesn't matter. Your Facebook page could literally have one person following it, right? And if you're putting up content organically on your Facebook page, on your Facebook timeline, waste of time. Facebook's changed the game. It is a pay-to-play platform. So if you're not boosting or creating, ads from the ad platform, which they like to call dark ads, because they're not actually seen by people who like your page. If you're not doing that, like, you don't understand. You understand that when you post something on Facebook as your business page, in 27 minutes, it is so far down the timeline that no one will ever see it. So if you're spending all this time and putting stuff on Facebook and you're not putting money behind it and leveraging it against the various target audiences, multiple target audience, you should have segmented target groups running creative against that. With different ads, different creative, different copy, all designed to really connect with Michael or Karen or Jocelyn or whoever your target person is. Hi, guys. That's what's key, because Jocelyn likes things that, she lives in Atlanta. Man, it's Super Bowl. Woo woo. Wish I was there. But I like things, that are different, that are in Tallahassee or that are in my sphere of the real world. So again, if you don't contextualize your message to your audience, there's no way. It's very, very difficult. And your conversion, it's proven your conversion rates are going to be much lower if you try to have a one size, fits all campaign that's going to reach one person. It's very difficult. You don't have to do it. Digital allows for diversity and contextual. So in 2019, guys, the word is scale and volume. Crank up your creative output, crank up your diversity, really go granular on your target audience, set your money and your advertising budget against those interests, against those behaviors. I guarantee you will succeed. So spend that time on that. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. My name is Michael Wynn. I am the Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops. It's been great sharing with you guys today. Until next time, we'll see you.